Thank you. Welcome back. We're going to enjoy another fun Monday flow this afternoon. But let's get ourselves comfortable here before we get started. So again, I like to start with 2 blocks and a blanket. You can sit on the blanket. I also like it for underneath the knees, all the good things. You can just have it nearby, and if you decide not to use it, that's okay too. So whatever works, you get to choose. But let's find ourselves here on our mats. Find your favorite comfortable seated position, whatever that is to you. Cross-legged, maybe staff pose, perhaps lotus. Let your hips decide. And then when you get there, give yourself a little side-to-side rock. We can find ourselves on those sits bones. Good job. All right, come to center. Take a big breath in. Side all the way out. Nice. Give the shoulders a little wiggle. Squeeze your shoulders up to your ears. Squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. Squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, drop the shoulders down. Give them a little wiggle. Up and down, up and down. All right, come back to stillness. Take a breath. And here I'm going to invite you to either bring your gaze down towards your mat or close your eyes. Take a few moments to drop into your body, starting to connect with our breath. If you like, you could turn your palms upward, signifying to the universe that you are ready to receive some of its goodness, wisdom, and clarity today. Taking just a few breaths here in through the nose, sighing that air out through the mouth. Think about drawing in fresh, clean air, clean energy, and clean thoughts with every inhale. And as you exhale out, we're going to work on releasing anything stale. Stale air, stale energy, stale thoughts, letting it all go. All right, take another breath. And we're going to slowly let our arms come out to the sides, turn those palms downward to ground down, give the fingers a little wiggle, draw up through the spine, sit up nice and tall here, reach out in both directions, left and right. And then think about rooting down in the sits bones as you rise up through the crown of your head. Nice. On your next inhale, we're going to sweep the arms up and start to connect our breath with our movement. Exhale, float the hands back down towards the earth. Inhale, sweep back up. Rising up. Exhale, float back down. Beautiful. One more ginormous breath. Fill up with fresh, clean air, energy, and thoughts. Bring those hands together at prayer. Push the hands together, push the fingers together, the palms together, and bring those hands down towards your heart. Take a moment here in your heart space and set an intention for your practice if you have not already. Perhaps it's just to show up. Good job. You're here. Thank you for joining me today. Perhaps there's something else you'd like to work on. Put some words to it and be specific. You will get what you call in. And let's also focus on one little thing that we can release out. What has served its purpose in your life that you can now let go of? Keep the lesson, let go of anything else. Nice. And collectively, we're going to work on blooming today. We're going to bloom bright and bold and beautifully. And we're going to sink back into our center, our foundation, which lets us Reach out and bloom even further. Nice. Lick the lips, wiggle out the face. Take a big breath in, sigh it all the way out. Inhale, sweep those arms up to the sky. Exhale, release the hands, float them down behind the back. Interlace the fingers, draw the shoulder blades together. Slowly open your eyes, lift your gaze up. Enjoy 3 breaths here. Still sighing out anything stale. Bring that chin parallel to the ground. Release the hands. Bring them back to the knees. Let's sway side to side. Bring those shoulders with you. And start to circle them up and back. Little baby shoulder circles. Taking one at a time so you can really enjoy these movements. Let them grow a little bit bigger. You can release the hands off the knees. Start to get the elbows involved by those shoulders. Getting bigger still, drawing the hands up. Yeah, wider, bigger, longer. Opening up those shoulders, the heart space. All right, do one more on each side, and then meet me up at the top. Yes, reach those shoulders up, up, up. Reach the hands up, up, up. Now let the shoulders drop down. Yeah, keep those shoulders away from the ears. Sparkle the fingers. Take another big breath in. And as you exhale, let the hands come down behind your back. This time we're going to interlace the fingers the non-dominant way. Draw those shoulder blades together. Lift up through the heart. 3 more ginormous breaths here. Sighing them all the way out. Cleansing our bodies with our breath. All right, take one more ginormous breath. And as you exhale, release the hands, wiggle the fingers, bring the hands back to the knees, give the shoulders another shake. Side to side. Beautiful. Now let's round them in. Round them in, tuck your chin in, find a seated cat. Beautiful. Now, as we inhale, we're going to slide into our seated cow. So inhale and think about coming forward 1 vertebrae at a time. Come forward, inhaling up. There you go. Yep. Looking up, lift the chin up. Exhale, round back in. Hang on to those knees as you slide through the vertebrae, leaning back into that cat. Give the shoulders a little wiggle here. All right, inhale, come forward again, all the way back up into your cow. Exhale, round back. Take a breath here in cat. Beautiful. Inhale, forward, come back up to center. Nice. Swim those arms back up to the sky. Big breath. Exhale, hands come out to the sides. Make big, long arms. Keep your palms up, okay? Palms up, up, up. Sparkle the fingers. Now take your thumbs and see how close you can get them behind your back. Oh, okay. Now lean forward and think about that seated cow again, right? Lean forward, lift up the chest, lift up the chin, big breath. As you exhale, we're going to round in, bring those arms with you. And now let the back of your hands come together, chin to chest, round into cat. Oh, reach in, take a breath here. Even finesse the shoulders a little bit if you like. Inhale, slide forward back into cow. Exhale, round back. Take a few rounds of this at your pace. As you find your flow, think about all those beautiful ways that you like to bloom. Is it through art? Is it through music? Is it through story? Is it through socialization? Is it through stillness, contemplation? It's different for everybody, I'm sure, which is why we love to see everybody's blossoms and enjoy the uniqueness that they all have to offer. One more, all the way open, 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 open. Bring those shoulder blades together behind your back. Bring your thumbs together behind your back. Beautiful. Lift the hands all the way up. The shoulders drop away from the ears. Go a little side to side. Make sure we're on our sits bones. Take another breath. And as you exhale, bring the hands down. We're going to come down into a forward fold. Walk your hands down. Enjoy a few breaths here. If you like to sway side to side, nod your head. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. What other little adjustments could you make so that this feels better in your body in this moment? Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Take a moment here. Visit your intention again. What are we working on? What beautiful blessings are we calling into our world as we allow ourselves to bloom fully, proudly, beautifully, and brightly, which also allows all the others around us to bloom as well. Walk the hands back to the bodies. Come on back up. All right. Now, if you are not in this seated position, just hang with us for 1 minute. We're all going to meet in the staff pose. So if you are cross-legged, just lean back, help your knees come together, and give the feet a little wiggle, some little ankle circles. Awesome. Extend the legs out. Come back on to the sits bones. Give the legs a little shake. Give the hands a little wiggle. Point and flex the hands and feet. Point and flex. Point and flex. Wrist and ankle circles. Good job. Nice, nice, nice. All right. So come back into the staff pose with your, I'm going to just, with your ankles parallel, the heels anchoring down into the ground. Draw those toes back towards your body. Like that. Yeah, that's going to be better. Draw those toes back towards your body. Sitting up really nice and tall. Sits bones rooted down. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands down to your knees, your calves, your ankles, wherever you like, and then gently bring yourself down. Find a forward fold. Nod the head. No, no, no. Yes, yes, yes. Lick the lips. Wiggle out any tension in the face. Add any other movements that would feel good. I like a little sway side to side. Yes, no, nod. See if you can unclench your jaw. All right, walk the hands back towards the bodies. Now, we're going to go into our tabletop. So you can get there however you like. The easiest way for me is to bring my legs around to the side and tuck my knees under. Okay, so again, another reason why we really like this blanket, especially for this awesome flow that we're about to do, we're going to be on our knees for a moment. So give yourself some padding. You can make it as thick or as little as you like, but offer some padding up, right? Okay, great. So find your tabletop. Set it up for success. Wrists under elbows, under shoulders. Knees under hips. Toes tucked, okay? Take a breath. Sigh it out. Nice. Now, just gently sway your hips side to side. You could even bring the knees closer together, and then you can really sway side to side. I'm just moving around so you can get the different angles. Okay, great. Now, from this tabletop, we're going to take our right leg out to the side, right leg to the side, and plant that foot flat, okay? So tabletop, the foot flat to the side, everything else is still in the tabletop alignment. From here, I want you to enjoy a few rounds of that cat and cow. So drop the belly, lift the gaze, and let your hips turn up. And then as you exhale, round in, push away from the ground with those hands, tuck the tailbone down, okay? A few rounds of this. Again, I'm gonna kind of change sides so that you can see where to, from the different angles. So foot is flat on the ground. There we go. And a few rounds of cat and cow. And as you do this, just let the hip come along for the ride. You don't have to do anything different with your leg. Gentle cat and cow. Getting into the shoulders, the hips, the spine. And think about moving one vertebrae at a time. Okay, so now come back to center with that flat back. Beautiful. Now we have our left knee and our left hand still planted nice and firmly underneath us with that beautiful alignment. We're going to take our right hand, inhale it up. Beautiful. So reach up, 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 up. Stack those shoulders on top of each other so we can push away from the ground with this left hand as we reach up at the right, reach up, up, up. Beautiful. If you want to reach across a little and just get an extra little stretch, be my guest. And then we're going to exhale and we're going to round all the way like we're going down around this big beach ball. And we're going to reach through. Yep, give it a nice reach through. Open the shoulder blades up on your back. Inhale, come all the way back up. Beautiful, long stretch. All right, take another breath. We're going to go all the way down and around again. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale back up. Nice. Maybe a little extra, maybe not. You choose. And then bring that hand back down underneath you. Take a breath. Sigh it out. Nice. Now, anchor down in your right hand. Lift that left arm and find that reach with a twist. Oh, what? Yep. Reach, reach, reach. Twist on this side. Beautiful. Now find that beach ball around on the left side. We're going to go down, around, under. Reach over to the right. Reach, reach, reach. Beautiful. Inhale all the way back up. Up, up, up. Exhale down around. Scooping through. Opening those shoulder blades up on the back. Come on back up. Oh, yeah. Good job. And back to center. Take a few rounds of that cat and cow. Does that feel good to you? And then come back to center. Beautiful. Now, take your hands and walk them forward. Walk yourself all the way forward and just give yourself a nice stretch here. Beautiful. Nice long stretch. Nod the head. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk those hands back down. Take a breath here, sigh it out. All right, now come back up with those tippy fingers under your shoulders, tippy fingers under your shoulders. And we're going to take them and we're going to walk yourself over to the right corner of the mat. Walk yourself over to the right corner. Inhale, lift up through the heart. Exhale, melt down. Melt down. Take 3 breaths here. Make any adjustments so it feels better too. Maybe you want to come down on the forearms and interlace those fingers and make a triangle to really help your foundation feel firm and strong. Relax the neck and just melt that heart space down. Beautiful. Release the hands, come back up on the tippy fingers, walk over to the left, walk over to the left, tippy finger all the way over to the left. Good job. Good job. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, melt down. Come on back down. Nice long stretch. Again, you finesse this to how it feels good to you. Nod the head, yes and no. Relax the neck. Big breath in, sigh it out. 3 breaths here. Nice. Come on back up. Come up on those tippy fingers back to center. Good job. Take a breath. Sigh it out. Nice. Now, take the left hand to the left hip and then the right hand to the right hip and inhale yourself up. Nice. Adjust whatever needs to be adjusted. And make sure that you still are okay on this left kneecap, right? Maybe you need to adjust your blanket. Maybe not, but let's just do a kneecap check. Okay, great. Now let's set ourselves up for gate pose, okay? So take your toes and point them up towards the sky and anchor down in that heel. Again, anchoring down in our heel. And notice we're trying not to hyperextend. So see how my leg wants to hyperextend? Nope. Nice, strong leg for gate, right? Beautiful. Now, right leg's nice, firm, strong, not hyperextended. Toes are coming up. Right hand, take right hand, wiggle the white fingers. Bring that right hand and just let it slide down as you reach wherever your land, where your hand lands on your leg is what feels good to you. You decide, okay? Once it is where you like it to be, inhale the left arm up and over. Reaching over, nice side body stretch. Reach up and over with that elbow. And maybe even look up if that feels good to you. We're going to take 3 breaths here, breathing into this. If it feels better, you can turn and look down towards your foot. Yogi's choice. Big breaths in, long cleansing exhales out. Beautiful. One more. All right, now we're going to inhale. We're going to reach that left arm all the way up and over, plant it on the ground next to that left knee. Again, kneecap check. Inhale, right arm's going to go all the way up and over. Take a breath here, get as long as you can. And when you're ready, lift that right leg. So now right leg and right arm are parallel to the ground or something like it. Let's get close. We're going to take a big breath, sparkle the fingers, sparkle the toes. Reach in both directions. And then as you exhale, reach out long, diagonally to the corners of the room. Yeah, take some breaths here. Sigh them out. Beautiful. Now we're going to do a few abs. You can stay in reach if you like. If you've had enough of that, you could drop that back foot down and you could take a few breaths here in this little diagonal stretch, or take a big breath in, get really long, and as you exhale, bring your elbow to your knee. Yep, inhale long, elbow to knee. Inhale long, elbow to knee. Beautiful, big breaths, long exhales. One more, stay here a little bit longer. Reach. Nice. Set the back foot down, bring your hand to the ground, and walk yourself back to center. Tuck that knee underneath you. Bring them together and sway the hips side to side. How'd it go? Hopefully great. All right. So now let's come on to our shins and just sit back for a moment. Good job. Wiggle out the shoulders. Give the wrists some love. Let's do some wrist circles. You can go this way, you can go that way, whatever way feels good to you. All right, inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Reaching up, let those shoulders drop away from the ears. Thank you. Nice. Take a breath and forward fold. Stay here for a moment. Big breath in, long, exhale out. Visit your intention again for a moment. Always bringing our focus back to where we would like it to flow. Good job. Slowly lift the gaze. Walk the hands back to the body. Nice. Come back into your table. I'm going to go to the other side. So I'm going to turn so you can see a little bit better on this side again. Adjust whatever needs to be adjusted along the way. Okay. So now just sway your hips a little bit side to side. Let's give our wrists a tiny bit more love before we get started, shall we? As we do some nice circles around on those wrists, you can turn the fingers in towards the body. Just gives it a little different angle. Feels really yummy. Nice. Now circle in the other direction. We want to make sure we balance everything out. All right, bring those hands back to the front. Set your table's alignment back up. Wrists under elbows under shoulders, knees under hips. Tuck those toes. Take a breath, sigh it out. Okay, now take that left leg and extend it out to the left side. Planting your foot flat on the ground. Yep, beautiful. Take a breath here. Nice flat back. And then when you're ready, we're going to drop our belly down. Lift up through our heart, lift up through the chin, look up, find that cow. As you exhale, chin comes to the chest, push away from the ground through those shoulders, rounding into your cat spine. Tuck the tailbone in. Exhale, start with that tailbone and start to round everything. Let it drop down into cow, looking back up. Exhale back to cat. You don't need to do anything else with that hip. It will come along without any extra effort. Take your time and try to do this slow motion, one vertebrae at a time. All right, one more up. Beautiful. Take one more in. Take an extra breath here. Round into those shoulders. And then release. Find that flat back. Beautiful. Now we're going to take a breath. We're going to take that left hand. Inhale it all the way up. Reach up, up, up. Stack the shoulders on top of each other. Find the pose with the twist. Reach up, up, up. And as you exhale, we're going to go down, around, and under around that big beach ball, right? And reach over to that right side, opening up those shoulder blades on your back. Inhale, come on back up. Good job. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, back down. Or we're going to take one more all the way up, up, up. Maybe take a little extra reach if that feels good to you. Come on back down, plant that hand. Take a breath, sigh it out. Find that flat back. Beautiful. Going to the other side, leaning into the left hand. Inhale, right arm up. Oh, it's a little weird, but it feels so enormously well. Amazing. Good. Yummy. Get in there. Get in there. Exhale back down. Reach around and through. Yeah, there it is. Inhale back up. Exhale back down. Inhale back up. Oh, long and strong. We're going to go one more down and around. Reach a little further this time if you can. Reach, 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 reach. Beautiful. Coming back up. Exhale down. Take a breath. Sigh it out. Beautiful. Okay, now maybe even give yourself another little cat-cow. Now that we know how good those feel. Okay, flat back, come up on your tippy fingers and walk your hands forward. Walk your hands forward, bring that heart down, hands forward, go as far down as you like. And again, you get to choose. So this might be enough for you. You might want to bring your forearms down to the ground, interlace those fingers, make that big triangle with your forearms, and just melt down. Take 3 grounding breaths here. Relax your neck. Unclench your jaw. Root down into the stillness. Cleansing our hearts with gratitude for this time together, for this space to practice. Beautiful. Release the hands. Come back up onto the tippy fingers. Walk them back to the body. Take a breath. Sigh it out. Beautiful. Now let's tippy finger ourselves over to that right corner of the mat. Go all the way over to the right corner of your mat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, melt down. Yes, come down over that side. Maybe it's better if you can see it this way. Huh? Yep, you stay where you are. I'm just turning. Yeah, there you go. So now we're over to the right side with that stretch. Relaxing down, releasing the neck. You could even just let your forehead rest on the mat if that feels good. All right, we're going to go back up, come back up on the tippy fingers, walk yourself, tippy finger yourself over, tippy finger over to the left. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, melt down on the left side. Yeah, reach those arms long, take some breaths here. Cleansing breaths in, releasing anything stale with every exhale. Stale air, stale energy, stale thoughts, let it go. Nice. All right, one more breath. Come back up on the tippy fingers. Walk yourself back to the center. Nice. Bring your hands back underneath you. Good job. Take a breath here. Right. Okay. Now take the right hand to the right hip, the left hand to the left hip, and inhale yourself up. Beautiful. Adjust whatever needs to be adjusted. And again, let's do another kneecap check. Lift your kneecap up and set it back down. Make sure your padding is exactly where you want it, because there's no reason that it should be exactly how you want it. It's your practice, right? Great. Now, again, this foot is going to turn as we prep for our gate pose. So let's make sure we're not hyperextending. Nice, strong, sturdy leg here. Toes pointing up towards the sky. Hips nice and square towards the front. Left hand here, sparkle, sparkle, left hand. Bring it by that left thigh. And just let it slide down. Yeah, let it slide down wherever it lands on this leg is totally up to you, right? So find where you like your left hand, your left leg. And then once you're there, inhale, right arm is going to go all the way up and over, opening up that gate. Maybe even lift up a little further through the elbow, and that will help this whole side body stretch. Again, you choose where to put your gaze. Is it up towards the sky? Is it down at the ground if you're more grounded? Maybe it's at the horizon. Nice. One more breath. Okay, now we're going to take this right arm. We're going to reach it all the way up and over. It's going to lift us up and over. Right hand is going to plant parallel to the right knee. Left hand to left hip. Nope, just kidding. Extend the left arm long. We're going to start with the arm first. Extend the arm long, long, long. It's like a supported side angle pose, right? And then get that arm parallel to the ground and extend the leg, arms and leg parallel to the ground or something like it. Good job. Sparkle out in both directions. Sparkle the fingers, sparkle the toes. Beautiful. Now take a big breath in as you exhale. We're going to reach out diagonally. Reach out diagonally, long and strong. Yep, still sparkling fingers and toes, keeping everything engaged, active. Beautiful. So you can stay here. You could, if you don't like that parallel, you could bring that back foot down, or we could add the abs, right? So big breath in, reach long. As you exhale, knee to elbow. Yep. Crunch in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Beautiful. Exhale, crunch. Good job. Long and strong. You could hold it for as long as you wish. All right, and then we're going to extend again. Big breath here. Nice. Drop that back foot down. Drop your hand down. Walk yourself back to the center. Tuck that knee back underneath you. Bring the knees together. Yep. Bring your hands a little bit wider and sway your hips side to side. One more on each side. Maybe even see if you can bring your hip all the way over and touch down. And then inhale up, over, and to the other side. All right, come on back to center. And again, coming on to the shins, taking a moment here. Getting that spine solid and straight. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, float the hands down behind your back. Interlace the fingers the non-dominant way. Draw those shoulder blades together. Lift up. Take 3 breaths here. Sigh them out. Take one more breath, and as you exhale, release the hands. Bring them back to the knees. Wiggle out the shoulders. Beautiful. Now let's slowly start to round the shoulders forward. One at a time. And let it grow a little bit bigger with each round, right? Starting to get the elbows in. Add in any other little side movements that you like. And we're going to start to swim the arms forward. So still slowly let the hands and the arms join in the fun. Let those circles grow and get bigger. Every stroke. All right. Do one more on each side. All the way around. And then meet me back up at the top with both hands. Yep, all the way up the top. Reach those arms up, 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 up. Drop the shoulders down away from the ears. Good job, good job. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, we're going to forward fold. Bring the hands down to the ground. Let yourself melt down. Take a few moments here. You can sway side to side. If you want to bring your hands a little closer and let your knees come out to the edges, you could turn this into a child's pose, walking yourself back down. Yogi's choice. And people don't like to sit on the knees like that for so long. So give yourself all the options, right? Take what serves you, leave what doesn't, and add any modifications in along the way so that everything feels accessible to you today. And also give yourself some grace and a gentle reminder that not every day is the same, okay? Some days we want to do handstands. Some days we want to do child's pose. That's called going with the flow when you choose that day's option. All right, come on back up. And we're going to, again, come out into our staff pose. Nope, just kidding. Let's visit our downward dog. Get everything moving together. So take your hands and we're going to bring them to the top of our mat. Coming back into that table. Take a breath here. And as you exhale, give your feet a little tappy on the shoelaces, still releasing any stagnant energy that needs to be let go of. all these fun little spaces in our bodies. Beautiful. Hands at the top of the mat, tuck the toes, lift those knees, hover for a breath or two here. Yeah, take a hover. Engage that core. Beautiful. One more breath in. And as you exhale, lift those hips up, rise up into your downward dog. Pedal out the dog. And I'm going to give you a few cues to help you get into this dog a little further. Again, you go as far as you like. So let's make sure our fingers are splayed wide, but not too far. But yes, we want a nice solid foundation. And then while you're there, push away from the ground with those hands, right? Really push away and let your elbow eyes come forward. See here, they're not forward, but then I turn them forward, elbow eyes forward, and drop your head down and look between your legs. I like to look like between past my ankles. You're not trying to tuck your head up and under. You're just trying to look forward so that you relax your neck. The neck does not need to do any work in downward dog. All right. Now, as we're pushing away from the ground, we're drawing those shoulder blades up on our back. Take a breath in, come up onto your tippy toes. Lift those hips up and let your heart melt down a little further. All right, take another breath in as you exhale. Heels come down to the ground. And if you wish, toes can lift up. Really reaching into the back of the legs, the hamstrings, all the way up. Good job. Bring the toes down, pedal the feet out. Nod your head, yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. Beautiful. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, bring those knees back down to hover. Knees come back down to hover. Enjoy a breath here. All right, and then gently let the knees come down to the ground. Sway the hips side to side. Bring those hands back under the shoulders. All right. Take a breath here. Sigh it all the way out. Adjust whatever needs to be adjusted. And let's turn our hands back in the other way. Do some circles on those wrists. Circle in the other direction. All right, come on back to center. Beautiful. Take a breath. Sigh it out. One more. Nice. Now, bring your hands back to the top of the mat. Lean forward, tuck the toes, lift the knees. We're going back up to that downward dog. Pedal it out. Nod the head. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. You can lift one foot and give yourself some ankle circles in both directions while you pedal if that feels good to you. Okay. Now, bring your big toes together to touch. And when you feel ready, inhale, lift that right leg up. Draw a few ankle circles again in both directions, please. And then bend that knee and gently reach over to the left with that right foot. But see if you can keep your hips still parallel to the front. Just reaching over, opening up our hip. Maybe you'd even like to do a hip circle or two. All right. Reach that leg all the way back up. Point and flex the foot. We're going to gently slide into our pigeon pose. So inhale, bring that knee forward into your chest. Exhale, drop that foot. Right ankle near left wrist. Let the hip lower down. And this is another reason why I like this blanket, right? See, my knee is still going to be padded. And let's make sure, now that we got this left back leg nice and long, take a peek back and make sure it's straight on your mat. Sometimes it feels straight and then you look and it's not. So Take a nice look. Good. And now make any adjustments that you wish on that front leg. Okay. Doesn't have to be exactly parallel to the front of the mat. That's a good cue. That's a good place to start. But if your hip doesn't do that, don't worry about it. Okay, now we're here. We got our legs set up. We're going to rise up into our pigeon before we go down into our sleeping swan, right? So take your hand and place it, right hand right under your face in the center of your mat, okay? Left hand's doing nothing. Right hand is in the center, and our hips are parallel towards the front, okay? Now, left hand, we're going to sparkle those fingers, reach it forward. We're going to go up and back. So reach forward, sparkle the fingers, follow them with your gaze, and let yourself rotate towards the back, okay? Nice and supported on the bottom hand, reaching back with the top hand, reach back with back. And from here, just gently let that hand set down. We're going to look over our left shoulder. And if you want a little more in the rotation, you could put your hand in the small of your back, that left hand at the small of your back, and look back. Again, options, okay? So I'm just going to offer options. You do what option feels good for you. So you could take that left hand and reach it a little further back, maybe touch the back of your knee. If you want, you could bend that back leg and grab your foot. This is a really nice stretch, helps us kind of reach out in both directions because you're pulling forward with your foot, which is also, see how my foot's in control now? Yep. Okay. So another fun thing to do, if this is accessible in your practice today, again, right? Every day is different. You choose. You could stay here. You could stay with your hand on the small of the back. You could also take your hand and let it just slide up into the crease of your elbow. See how I just slid right in there? Okay. And then we're going to take that bottom right hand, reach it up and over. Nice side body stretch. And there you go. Interlace your fingers. Maybe point that bottom foot. Maybe not. What feels good to you? Definitely lift up through the chest, through the heart. You could look up, lift up in your chin. Take a big breath. Sigh it out. All right, one more. Beautiful. Gently release the hands. Let that right hand come back down. Slide the foot back out into the hand and gently set that leg back down. Left hand slides back up. Take a breath here. Look over that shoulder again. Big breath in. Sigh it out. Now, left hand, wiggle those fingers. Inhale, it's going to reach all the way up and over. Let it rotate you again forward. See how I'm now rotating forward? I'm going to reach forward and down. Sliding into that sleeping swan. Just letting yourself relax as far down as you like. And here, there are also all sorts of options. You could take one of your blocks and rest your head on a block. That's a good option. You could also stack those hands and rest your head on the hands. Something that people also like to do with their block is take it and just tuck it under the hip to help give a little support. I'll show that better on the other side so you can see that because we'll be on that side for the next round. Or just stack the palms on top of each other and rest your forehead on that. Take 5 grounding breaths here in your pigeon pose. Again, drawing our intentions back in to our awareness. What are we working on? Where do we want our energy to flow? Enjoy one more breath here. Sigh it all the way out. Lift your gaze. Start to bring the hands back to the body. Beautiful. Now we're going to go out the same way we came in, okay? So tuck the back toe, hands at the top of the mat, nice and strong, right under those shoulders. Come up on that knee, lift the hips up, like slow motion. I want you to go one vertebrae at a time. And look at the slow motion, very gently bringing that right leg back under, down, and around, and then all the way back up. Reach up to the sky, reach up, 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 point that foot, do a few ankle circles. Gently do some hip circles, bend the knee, and just rinse that pigeon out. Be sure to go in both directions. And then when you're done, set that foot back down, pedal out your downward dog. Good job. Okay, now you choose. Do you want to stay in pedal? Would you like to take a vinyasa? Or would you like a few breaths in a wide-legged child's pose? Yogi's choice. If you'd like to take that vinyasa, inhale forward into plank, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga down. Reaching up, baby back bend. Tuck the toes. Slide those hips back up. Beautiful. Take a breath, sigh it out. All right. If you're in that child's pose, come back up and meet us in the downward dog. Nod the head, yes and no. Bring those big toes together to touch. And we're going to inhale that left leg all the way up. Point and flex. Do a few ankle circles. And as this leg is up, let's try to keep our hips parallel. I realized mine were not. Nice. Now take that left foot and reach over to the right with it. Yeah. So keeping hips parallel, just reaching over, opening up that hip a little further. Okay, maybe a few hip circles, bend the knee, circle that hip around. Go both ways. All right, inhale, reach that leg all the way up. We're going to slide into our pigeon nice and slow, controlled, and excited. Inhale that knee forward into chest. Left ankle goes by right wrist. Good job. Okay, now again, we want to make sure that our back leg is nice and straight. So look over that right shoulder. Make sure that right leg now is straight, shoelaces down. Still have our knee on the blanket. Yep, so we still have all that support that we wanted. Beautiful. Now, we talked last time about sliding that block under the hip. I'm going to show you from this side so you can see. So some people like take that block, just stick it under their hip. It helps you stay up a little bit further there, right? Nice. But it's optional. So you choose if your hip likes that. Mine does not. Okay, so we already did this, so you know where to go. And I'm going to be facing the other way, but I want you to be able to see from both sides. So I'm going to stay facing the other way. So left hand goes right under your face in the center of the mat, okay? Right hand, right hip, right hand's not doing anything. Left hand, long, pushing away from the ground, nice and strong. Beautiful. Now, the right hand, sparkle the fingers on the right hand, sparkle the fingers on the right hand, reach it out in front, long out in front. Right hand is going to go all the way up and over. Follow it with your gaze as you reach up and over to the back. Yep, reach up and over to the back. Look over the right shoulder. Options here, so I want you to choose what option works best for you. Maybe you want to take that hand and set it on the small of your back and look over your shoulder. Provides a really nice twist, this combo. Maybe you want to take that right hand and slide it down the leg and come near the back of your knee, just reaching a little further. And you can even push away from the ground a little more to help you with that reach. If you want to get a little more help, bend that right knee and let your foot come to your hand. And this way, your foot can help pull you up a little bit as well. This might be where you want to stay, or there's a beautiful option to take that foot into your elbow crease, right? Drawing it forward, still lifting you up. And you can inhale the left arm all the way up and around, side body stretch, meet that right hand. Lifting up through the heart, through that left elbow. You can even look up. What other adjustments would make this pose feel better to you in this moment? I always invite you to do that. Take some breaths here, rising up, seeing all the beautiful ways that your body can bloom. Nice. One more breath wherever you are in this pose. We're going to gently release the hands. Let that left hand come back down towards the front. Foot's going to slide back out into the right hand. Take a breath here. Gently letting that back foot down to the ground. Beautiful. Now take that right hand, reach it all the way back, back, back. Sparkle, look at it with your hand, and it's going to go all the way up and over. Follow it with your gaze and let it rotate you forward again, right? So now we're forward, hips are facing forward, chest is lifted, hand's going to come down, left arm's going to come down to meet it. Finding our sleeping pigeon on the other side. Again, you choose. Do you want to rest your forehead on a block? Maybe at a different setting. Do you want to rest your forehead on your fists? And bring those arms out. Elbows out to the sides. Stack the fists. Forehead relaxes on them. Maybe it's palms stacked towards the ground. Head comes down. You decide. Find your version of this pose. Sleeping swan. Take 5 grounding breaths here. Again, visiting our intentions as we ground down into the support of the earth. Really cleansing our minds with our intentions, our focus, making sure that our energy goes where we want it to flow. One more breath all the way in. Sigh it all the way out. Lift the gaze. Bring the hands back under the shoulders and slowly lift yourself back up. Good job. Okay, so we're going to go out the same way we came in. Bring those shoulders, bring the hands right under the shoulders. Tuck that back foot, lift the knee, slow motion, slide back up. You could even take a breath and just gently draw that foot back up and through the downward dog, up into the 3-legged dog. A few ankle circles, a few hip circles, go in both directions. Balance out the movement. And then reach all the way up, up, up with that foot, point and flex, point and flex. When you're ready, bring that foot down, pedal it out. Nice. Nod the head. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. And again, you choose. Do you want to take a vinyasa? Do you want to stay here and pedal? Would you prefer to enjoy a few breaths in a wide-legged child's pose? If you'd like to come along with me to take a vinyasa, inhale forward into plank, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga down, back bend up. We're going to slide into that wide-legged child's pose. So big toes come together to touch, knees out to the edges, melt your heart down, walk the hands forward. Take 5 breaths here. Good job. Lift your gaze. Walk your hands forward. Come back up onto the shins. Yep, come back up onto the shins. Take a breath here. And we're going to give the shoulders like some bounce, right? A little bounce. Could go side to side. Wiggling out the week, the weekend. Wiggling out whatever needs to be wiggled out. All right, now give the wrists a shake. Good job. Okay, now go ahead, come back onto your table. And we're actually going to slide down onto our bellies. Okay, so however you want to get there, you could come one forearm down and then the next. And just extend the legs out, maybe even visit a modified plank on the way. There we go. Yep, come on down. Come on down. I'm going to go a little sideways so you can see me. There we go. And take your hands and stack them with your palms down, facing down. Yep. Rest your forehead and bend your knees and let your feet sway side to side. I'm going to visit these windshield wipers. Yeah. Wait, pardon me, my blanket's being a little wonky. Okay. Windshield wipers, side to side, palms stacked, forehead resting. Maybe even do some figure eights with your feet. Pardon me. But if you're doing figure eights, then also go the other direction, right? Okay. Now, we're going to visit our friend scorpion pose and just give the front of our shoulders and our hips a little bit more stretch before we relax down. So let's start on the right side, okay? We're going to take our right arm all the way out to the right. There we go. I'm going to go a little diagonal so you can see. Right side, right arm. Beautiful. Now, let that right leg relax down. And we're going to bring our left hand under the right shoulder, okay? Left arm under right shoulder, right cheek on the floor, and just gently reach over with your left foot over to the right side as you slowly roll onto that right shoulder. Yeah. So you get to choose, you get to decide how far you get into the shoulder. See, I can take my left hand, I can push myself, rolling myself onto that shoulder more. Or I can let myself come forward and not open it so much. This is a really nice move for those of us who are hunched over our keyboards all day. Really nice, gentle shoulder opener that you can control. All right, if you really, really like this and you want a little bit more, bend your bottom knee and just reach it up and it'll just tilt you a little further onto the shoulder. Or not. Or not is always an option in any of my classes. So please listen to your body. One final adjustment that you can do if you really, really like this is you could take your left hand and reach it back towards your right. Yeah, just reach, take another breath. All right, on your next exhale, we're going to come back out. So straighten that bottom leg, bring that left arm around and slowly roll onto the belly. Bring both hands stacked face down, back under the forehead, sway those feet side to side. Reverse windshield wipers. Okay, going to the other side. Take that left arm, extend it out nice and long to the left. Bring the legs down. We're going to gently roll to the side and reach over with that right foot. Reach over, big right scorpion tail. And remember that right hand under the right shoulder controls everything. So you can push yourself and roll yourself onto that shoulder more or not. Or not, or not, or not. Yogi's choice. Again, if you'd like to be tilted a little bit further. Bend that bottom knee, bring it up towards your chest. That's just going to tilt you onto that shoulder a little further. Perhaps you want to take that right hand and reach it back towards the left. You could even interlace the fingers, draw those shoulder blades together, or not. Take a few breaths in your scorpion pose. Easing that left side of the body. Left shoulder, left ribs, all the way down. All right, one more breath. Straighten that bottom leg. Bring that right arm around if you haven't already. We're going to slowly roll back to our bellies. And those hands back underneath you. Yes, good job. Hands back under the forehead. Take a breath. Sigh it out. One more. Nice. Now rock side to side a little bit. Make sure your hips are where you want them on your blanket. Good job. Bring those hands back under your shoulders. We're going to visit our friends, the back bend, for a moment, just to give our ribs and our spine a little more love. So legs are nice and strong and straight, all the way zipped up down the mat. Beautiful. And we're going to take our hands under our shoulders and just push away from the ground and lift yourself up. Find your baby back bend. Beautiful. Exhale, come on back down. Relax the neck, nod the head. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. Okay. Now take your hands, keep them right where they are, but come up on your tippy fingers. Yep. Come up on the tippy fingers. Inhale, lift yourself back up. Nice. Stay for an extra breath. Come on back down. Relax the neck. Take a breath here. Okay, lift the head and just look down at your mat. We're going to take those tippy fingers and we're going to bring our hands out, just like one hand space out, right? So I went from under the shoulders out to the sides, okay? Inhale, lift up. A little bit wider, more open back bend here. Yep, big breath in. Exhale out. All right, one more. Relax down, relax down. Good job. Take a breath. Okay, now with those hands still out on the tippy fingers, bring those feet, bend those knees, and bring those feet up towards your butt. Good job. Now release the hands off the ground, sparkle the fingers, and reach back for your feet. See if maybe you could touch your feet or your ankles, maybe your calves, or maybe we're just reaching. Maybe we're doing this, and that's perfectly great too. It's like what works for you. So just a little more opening of the front by drawing things together in the back. Okay, so just take a breath here. Rest your forehead on the mat and pull those feet in towards your butt. Maybe a tiny sway side to side to finesse the pose a little further. Good job. Now keep that right hand and right foot exactly where it is. We're going to let the left hand just pull us up just a little bit. Yep, just left side pulls up. And see, as you pull your hand, it's like in that pigeon pose. When you pull your leg back, it lifts you up. Yep, and then come on back. Take a breath here. Now we're going to do the right side. So right foot lifts up, pulling that right arm back. Nice reach. Beautiful. Take a breath. Exhale, come on back down. Okay. Now we did one on each side. Now we're going to do one with them together. So bring those feet up together. Draw those shoulder blades together. Lift up. Find your little baby bow. Little baby bow. Draw those shoulder blades together. Lifting up through the heart. Beautiful. Exhale. Come on back down. All right, lots of warm-ups. We're going to lift up one more time into this bow. You make it as big or as little as you like. And then we're going to relax down. So take a breath, lift up, draw those feet together, draw those shoulder blades together. Take a breath, exhale down. Good job. Release the feet. Swim those arms all the way up. And stack the palms face down under the forehead. Sway your hips side to side. Sway your shoulders side to side. Wiggle anything that needs a little release. Lift your head, turn it side to side. Lick your lips and unclench your jaw. Good job. Now we're going to slowly bring those hands back under the shoulders. Tuck the toes and slide yourself back into a wide-legged child's pose. So you don't even have to get up. You don't even have to visit the table. You can just do like a slow motion. Up, back. Knees come to the edges of the mat. Toes come together. Sink down, wide-legged child's pose. Take a moment here. Nice. One more breath. Good job. Bring those hands back under the shoulders. Lift yourself back up. Adjust whatever needs to be adjusted. And we're going to come onto one hip. You choose what hip works for you. And come back to the center of the mat. Beautiful. Grab one block and bring it with you. Nice. Okay. So come back onto those sits bones. I'm going to turn a little bit just so you can see better. Okay, back to the sits bones. And we're going to play with a little more twists. And then we're going to relax down. Okay. So sitting up nice and tall. Lean back just a little bit and activate your core. And we're going to take our hands. We're going to put them under our thighs for hammocks. Make some seat hammocks under your thighs. Holding us. Yep. And tap your toes. Tap, tap, tappy. And this is nice, but we can do better with our alignment. So bring those elbows out to the side. Lift your chest up. Yep. Nice and lifted. Tap, tap, tappy. Let's start to bring the feet all the way up. One at a time. Maybe together. More abs. Lift the feet. Release the hammocks. Good. Now let's get the arms in. Reach all the way out. Big breath in. Exhale. Crunch in. Inhale, extend. Get as big as you like. It's up to you how much you want to engage or activate the core. Yogi's choice. You can make these movements as big or as little as you wish. All right, one more. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Okay, hold it, hold it. All right, bring those knees back in. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our left hand to our left foot. Extend that leg long. Maybe you want to hold it with your calf or your ankle or under your knee. Whatever works for you, right? Hold it nice and long. Take a breath. Okay, now let's extend that left leg up and that one as well. Again, you could be holding at your ankles, be holding at your calves, your thighs. What I really want you to focus on is lifting that heart up, right? Heart's up, lifted, engaged while we're holding. Beautiful. Take a breath. Sigh it out. Okay, now we're going to keep those hands together. Keep those feet together. Take another breath. Release the left hand and reach it up and over. Find a twist. Twist, twist, twist. Look over that left shoulder. All right. Inhale that arm up and back. Oh, there it is. There it is. Now we're going to go to the other side. You can do it on the other side. So release that right hand. Keep those feet together. Reach that arm up and over. Follow it with your gaze all the way over to the back. Beautiful. Reach, reach, reach. Breathe, breathe, breathe. One more. All the way up. Oh, we're going to get better at that one. Yes, we are. Okay. Point and flex the feet. Point and flex the feet. All right. Bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Sway side to side. All right, we're going to do that with a little less boat involved, okay? So now, keep that right knee into your chest. Extend that left leg long. Anchor that foot on the ground. Come back onto your sit bones. You could sway side to side a little bit. Get on that sit bone. That foot is nice and anchored. I'm just going to turn a little so you can see better. Foot is anchored. Beautiful. Now, we're going to take both hands around that right foot. Extend it back up. Reaching up. Again, you choose foot, ankle, calf, wherever on the leg. You can even take a strap. You can wrap a strap around that. What works best for you? Okay, heart is lifted, spine is tall. We're going to hold the right leg now with the left hand. Oh, getting tricky. So right leg, left hand, release the right hand. Sparkle it out in front of you. Right arm long and strong, right hand sparkling, left leg lifted, spine is tall, beautiful. Take a breath, inhale, reach that right arm all the way up, back and around, follow it with your gaze and let it rotate you around. There you go, reaching out in both directions. Take a big breath. Sigh it out. You're doing great. Keep going, keep going. Reach, reach, reach all the way over to the right. All right, one more breath. Now, circle that arm up, back and around, following it, rotating yourself back. Good job. Now take this right leg and gently set it down. Bring the foot down first, then slide the leg down. Beautiful. Come back to the sits bones, wiggle those legs out. Sway the feet side to side. Point and flex the feet, point and flex. Beautiful. Anchor the heels down in the ground. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, look down, reach down for the forward fold. Is it your knees, your calves, your ankles? And then allow yourself to just round in. Find what fold feels good to you. Nod the head, yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Wiggle out your face, unclench your jaw. All right, walk the hands back up. Adjust whatever needs an adjustment. And then come back onto those sits bones. Onto the sits bones, nice and tall. Okay, point and flex the feet. Point and flex the hands. Feet and ankle circles. Yes, please, both directions. Okay, anchoring down again, heels into the ground. Big breath. Sigh it out. Okay, now we're going to reach for that left foot with both of the hands, left foot in both of the hands, or again, your ankle, your calf, your knee, whatever feels good to you. Then we're going to extend that leg up. Extend it up to the sky. Nice strong leg, not hyperextending. We're not going like that. We're like this, right? Active leg. For those of you who are a little hyperextension like me, we're going to try not to do that. Flexing both feet, both legs active, heart is lifted, spine is tall. Take a breath. Sigh it out. Nice. Now, opposite hand to foot. So right hand is going to control this left leg, right? Release the left hand. Right hand, right foot. Left hand, we're going to sparkle this hand, sparkle, sparkle the fingers. reaching out, out, out. Beautiful. Left hand is going to circle all the way back and around. Follow it with your gaze and let it twist you, rotating you towards the back. Reaching out in both directions now. Take some breaths here. Twisting out those toxins, releasing what no longer serves us. Reach, 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 nice and long. Good job. Yes, one more breath here, please. I'd like you to reach that arm all the way back up and around, turning towards the front, helping that knee back in, right? Taking a moment here and then setting that foot back down to the ground. Waist side to side, come back on both sits bones. Good job. Sitting up tall, inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Touch something, your knees, your calves, your ankles, and then slide yourself down. Take a few moments here. One more breath. Slowly walk your hands back up. Beautiful. Bring the knees back into the chest and turn to the front. Take a big breath in. Slide all the way out. Find your favorite comfortable seated position. All right, we're going to take a final moment for meditation to really close out this practice today. So come back to whatever favorite comfortable seated position you began in, or maybe you'd like to lie down for Shavasana, yogi's choice. Take a moment, get really nice and comfortable wherever you are. Perhaps if you started cross-legged, maybe you're ready to come to your lotus position. Beautiful place to close out our practice. When you're in lotus, you can choose. This is also something you can do while you're laying down in Shavasana, so totally up to you, right? So you decide how close the feet come towards the hips, and you let your hips choose. Beautiful. Take a breath. Slide all the way out. Bring those palms up in that receptivity posture. I invite you to bring your gaze down to the mat, perhaps close your eyes. Finally, bringing that gaze up to the third eye. Visit your intention here. Bringing it from the beginning to the middle to the end of our practice today, with the hopes that you can take it with you forward wherever you may go next. Releasing all effort, welcoming in nothing but ease. Allowing ourselves the space to bloom fully. While we cleanse our bodies with our breath, our hearts with gratitude, and our minds with our intentions. Bring one more big breath all the way in. Letting it all the way out. Drawing the hands back to our prayer mudra, back to our center. Visiting those intentions one last time. And thank you again so much for visiting me here today on your mat, wherever you may be. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you, yogis.